Why did you leave Jamaica and go to America? Me the Jamaican struggles around me down. Breathless. But me realize me can't run no more because I'm not so fast like Usain Bolt. Me take 2 a leave and book on flight and leave.
Most Jamaicans who complain say foreign is not a bed of roses because bills are killing and we have to work like hog will not go back to live in Jamaica, and here's why. Basic necessities from my granny wear mini. She's been complaining about light and water are going. As a grown woman, same experience. When is that going to ever stop? We're tired of the corporate dinosaurs fighting us out of positions. We're always on contract, can't get no little health benefits. If you're lucky enough to get a job, they might pull NHT out of your pay and all know none of we can qualify for your home. The average Jamaican can't even walk out with a trolley full of groceries because while minimum wage is still $8,000, why a loaf of bread reach $500? As an entrepreneur, get ready to be extorted because why customs is still at a minimum of $50?
There's a silent storm sweeping across the Caribbean. From the hills of Mandeville to the heart of Kingston, thousands of Jamaicans are packing up and walking away from the island they truly love. So we want to see what's really pushing them to leave. Others, we can see majorly it's about their dreams. Others it's about survival. Others it's about fear and even freedom. We'll be back to unpack what's really happening.
You see, as a Jamaican, and this is very much general, it says that Jamaican migrating outside of Jamaica, especially the corrupt culture where we have in Jamaica and how corrupted all the citizens of Jamaica is, and the type of mentality and ghetto mentality where Jamaicans have overall, and them feel like say anywhere them go, them feel sure say them are Jamaican and why they are Jamaican in a negative way. It need to stop. Migrating as a Jamaican into a foreign country, especially the fact they are going into a new society, a new culture, me feel as if say certain norms or certain type of behavior we used to have coming up in a Jamaica, you can't stop it. Certain bad habits, certain bad practices, like you can't get rid of it, because especially in a foreign country where laws really up to date and camera everywhere and certain type of things.
Roger Stoner is Jamaica's first gold medalist in the discus throw event, and he won gold. He's the first medalist. So before him, we never have a bronze, we never have a silver, we never have a gold. He's the first one to do it, and he did it big with a gold medal and with an Olympic record throw of 70 meters. The second person is Rajendra Campbell. I hope I pronounce his name right. Anyway, he got a bronze medal in the shot put at the 2024 Olympic Games. So these two men have decided to represent Turkey, and of course people have bashed them left, right and center, but let me get into it. Starting with Rajendra Campbell. Campbell would have indicated several times before the Olympic Games that he has to work regular 9 to 5s to ensure that his needs are met. So much so that at one point he was working at Domino's just to ensure that he has his bills paid and stuff. I remember so them still have to go gym afterwards. They still have to pay for physiotherapy afterwards. They still have to pay for transportation afterwards. They still have to pay for their diet afterwards. They still have relatives afterwards. They still have bills, right? So after the Olympic Games, you would have thought, maybe them get a big money, or maybe they got this or that. They never get no big money. They didn't. Even after Stoner got the gold medal, he was still without a sponsor. Not even Stone Ginger Wine never come on board, even though that's not their responsibility. But I'm saying it would have been such a nice matchup. Stoner, Stone Ginger Wine. That not sound good, don't know? And it would have shown that them liquor brand strong. Resilient, is the top of the line. Even Carib Cement, good God, the man them strong and the material strong. You understand me? So they didn't have the backatives, and you cannot be patriotic and at the end of the day you're dead from hunger. And you don't know how your bills are paid. And as Mr. Hunger, let us take a trip back to 2011 when Jermaine Gonzalez was at the World Championships in Daegu, South Korea. And if you don't know who Jermaine Gonzalez is, you're not supposed to bash the people in the first place. Jermaine Gonzalez was Jamaica's national 400-meter record holder at the time, and he expressed while in South Korea that the food served wasn't to his liking. So in a post-race interview to his father, he mentioned he was only picking around the food available and hadn't been eating well since his arrival in Daegu. So it's not only about the money. It's just the things that count, the thought that count. Food. They weren't properly fed. Remember, cultural differences. They probably wouldn't be accustomed to the food available in South Korea. Food. The man have to come on TV and say them hungry. Remember Dad's Morgan? Cartel have a song about him. Dad's Morgan can throw a shot put. He had a full-time day job. He worked 7 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. every Monday and Friday to make sure that his bills were paid, and the man still have to leave work after 4 and go train in a insurance and bills, then PRLs him goes cook.
Jamaica, renowned for its reggae rhythm, stunning beaches, and powerful culture, is facing something deeper than meets the eye: a mass exodus of its own people. Over the last decade, especially in recent years, the number of Jamaicans emigrating has really reached alarming highs. So some say it's about economic struggles. So despite the beauty, Jamaica's cost of living has soared, while wages have remained stagnant. For many, a full-time job doesn't guarantee basic survival anymore. Inflation is eating into people's lives, one grocery bill at a time. People are simply tired of working hard and remaining poor. Let's see about as well brain drain and youth frustration. So the country is losing its brightest, from medical professionals to skilled tradespeople. Young and educated Jamaicans are choosing opportunities abroad. Many express a sense of hopelessness, saying they feel that talents are wasted at home. So the dream of progress seems more achievable in Canada, US, or even the UK. Also, the rate of crime and safety concerns. Let's talk about what many fear to admit: crime. With crime rates that often rank among the highest in the region, especially violent crime, some families feel unsafe in their own communities. And when safety becomes a privilege, living starts to feel like the only option. So we also have the educational and healthcare gaps. Many Jamaicans are living in search of better education and healthcare systems for their children. So despite local efforts, underfunded schools and medical facilities push families to seek better options abroad. Also, diaspora influence. The Jamaica diaspora plays a huge role, with many having relatives abroad who send money and stories of a better life. Migration feels like a leap and more like a path others have walked successfully. And also we have, but here, what makes this exodus even more alarming, it's the reason is that it's happening quietly, not with the noise or drama, but in droves. Thousands gone, airports packed, visas processed, and the number are only climbing. So still, despite the challenges, the love for Jamaica runs deep. Many dream of returning someday when things get better, when home feels like hope again. So the question remains: how long can a country keep losing its people before it starts to lose itself?